Hello everybody, Coop here and welcome back to another episode of the Mosswood Academy here on Cricket Captain 2023. We have just ticked over into 2030. We are here for the test series up against India, but we should probably show you how we got to this point. So we had a couple of series. We had this Afghanistan series, which we have showed you. We had the Test Championship, which we showed you, but we haven't shown you this series. So West Indies in South Africa. In the first test, we did beat the West Indies by an innings and 271 runs. It was a very comfortable victory for us. We bowled them all out in 59 overs for 152. Zanderson was the main man, picking up 5 for 28. Jones, Okori and Flair also bowled very well and got the other 5 wickets between them. Murray for them was their best batsman, who you might remember did spend some time with us as an overseas player as part of the Mosswood Academy. If we go for his team performances, he did play for us for MI Cape Town. He wasn't actually very good, but he was in and around the place. He has been in a few all-round international competitions, but he has developed into a very nice player, very good player for the West Indies. As I said, he was their best player with 39. We then batted. We got 8 for 563 from 119 overs. Ferguson got out in the 90s once again. That might be at least the 10th time he's gotten out in the 90s throughout this entire series. He goes to 99. Graham Smith Jr. got a nice double 100, picked up 242. Everybody else sort of chipped in with little scores here and there. De Villiers was sort of the main failure with the bat. He only got the 3. But we batted really well, took advantage of some pretty weak West Indian bowling. They're still not fantastic, 7 years into the future. But we did well to sort of take advantage of their bowling. And we then bowled them all out again for 140 after 45.2 overs. Zanderson got shafted out in the man in the match. He picked up 12 wickets for not very many runs, 7 for 38 in the second innings. Flair picked up 2 and Lawrence picked up the other wicket in a very comfortable performance for us. Second test was a little bit closer. Wouldn't look like it from the first innings. We bowled them all out for 178. Flair picked up 457. He came in for, I'm trying to work out who's missing, Haynes. Haynes was in terrible form, so we had Gibson Flair in still, but we've since played some first-class cricket and Haynes is back in form. We'll go over that in a minute. Lawrence picked up 2 wickets, as did Okori and Jones. We bowled very, very well in this performance. We had them 7 for 99, and there was a 9-wicket stand, which went for about 50, which was a little bit disappointing, but it's okay in the grand scheme of things. We then got bowled all out for 222, and I thought once this happened, we actually have a game on our hands. Curtin Smith Jr. got half centuries. Williams got a nice 43, but everyone else sort of failed to fire. It was kind of a weird kind of innings. We then bowled them all out for 277. They had a lead, I'm trying to think of how much, maybe of 200 and something. Lawrence picked up 3 for 75. Flair got 3 for 59. Okori got 2 for 75. Zanderson and Jones, our opening bowlers, were very economical, picked up 1 wicket each, which left us with a chase of 234, which we did get there with 4 wickets remaining. Nobody got past 50. De Villiers got 49. He was the closest. Lawrence ended up 35 not out, and Gibson Flair finished 26 not out in what was a very competitive match, which we came out the other side of relatively unscathed, which was nice. But yes, we did very well. The one-day series was a bit more blowouty, if that makes sense. We did win the first one by 150 runs. Half centuries to Curtin Smith Jr. and Lawrence really paved the way for this performance. We did take advantage of Chemo Paul's bowling. He was not very good. 2 for 83 from his 10 overs. Ferguson missed out on a half century, 48 not out. Daniels finished 25 not out, adding to another not out performance to his catalogue at international level, and we bowled them all out for 144. Gibson Flair picked up 3 for 35, still in the one-day team. We actually played Okori over Haynes in the one-day stuff this time around. Haynes he was in 0-star form, so he was just not going very well at all. Lawrence was also very good, 1 for 19 with 2 maidens. Second one-day international won by 87 runs this time around. Half centuries to our top 4 were really, really good. Wellington missed out. He got caught off the bowling of Redwood, who is also a member of the Mosswood Academy, I believe. If I double check this, yes, Northern Cape and Cape Town. Very good 20-over player for us. Not so much in the first class, but he's actually become, he hasn't played any test cricket yet, but has become a very good first-class batsman. But Smith Jr. and Lawrence finished as the not-out batsmen, as we finished 4 for 288 after our 50 overs. Then we bowled them all out for 201 with Disco Jones picking up 4 for 15. Zanderson was the worst of the bowlers. He was 159 after 10. Akori picked up 3 for 42 and Lawrence 2 for 46 from their 10 overs. And then in the final one-day international, we did win by 8 wickets. They batted first. We bowled them all out for 231. In a really all-round bowling performance, everybody did their job. Akori was a little bit expensive, but still did the job. Gibson Flair picked up 3 for 47. Lawrence 2 for 45. Disco Jones 2 for 37. Chemo Paul was actually stood out with 55 not out with the bat. Really extended their innings towards the back end. We did have them 8 for 175, so we potentially could have gotten them sub 200, but not to be. And then we chased it down with plenty of wickets in the sheds. De Villiers and Ferguson got off to a good opening stand. Then they both went out without half centuries. Kurtzen and Smith Jr. chased down the remaining runs with plenty of time to spare. And in the 20-over series, mixed bag. We won 2 of the matches. One of the matches was abandoned. First match, we bowled them all out for 98. Disco Jones picked up 5 for 13. He was really good. We did bring Haynes back in for Akori just to see how he would go in the 20-over matches. He took 1 for 21, was bowling very solid. Lots of dot balls. Lawrence, again, a lot of dot balls. 16 dot balls in his 4 overs. And then we chased it down with 8 overs remaining. Not much to really say about our batting performance. Ferguson got a half century. De Villiers got runner ball 28 and Kurtzen 21 off 12 with 4 boundaries to his name. The second one was abandoned. We bowled them all out for 87 in a rain-affected match. Obviously, Haynes took 4 for 32 in a really good bowling performance, which he would have gotten player of the match, I assume, had there been a result, but we didn't bat. It just rained, so never got the opportunity to win this one, but I'm assuming we would have won it. And then we certainly made up for it in the third T20 match. We got 2 for 228. Smith Jr. finished 95 not out. Kurtzen 73 not out. The openers put on a 50-run partnership to begin. And then we bowled them all out for 124. Disco Jones 4 for 18. Haynes picked up 3 for 22 in a little upturn in form. Lawrence picked up 1 for 26 and Zanderson 2 for 17. That was the only international series that we had. We now have the India series and then we have the Bangladesh series, which we will complete. That'll be the next stop point for the next episode. But we've played some domestic stuff to get us to that point, because our last international fixture took place on the 2nd of November. It is now the 17th of January. So we've actually played, we won the Provincial T20 Cup, which was fantastic. Played a couple of 4-day matches, which we won both. So we've put ourselves in good stead there. And we played the One-Day Cup, which we did win under our leadership. We didn't play a complete full-strength side. I did play some of the rookies with a few of the international players that were lacking form. We did lose 1 match in this, so it wasn't as dominant as we have been in recent years, but we still got through with relative ease. But there's a few performances I want to pick out, specifically by De Villiers and Haynes. So if we go to De Villiers, he has broken the MI Cape Town record for the most runs in innings in a first-class match. He scored a 405 not out on an away pitch that was absolutely flat as the earth. Obviously, I am joking with the flat earth joke, but it was an absolute just nothing pitch. So he played, got 405 in our first match back. And then he has really done a lot of nothing since. He did get a century in the one-day not semi-final, the final group stage match that would be. But yeah, did get a 405 not out. If I can find the scorecard, I will point it out. And then Haynes, he's back in form. He did get his best bowling figures, did get an 8 for 33, and he is suddenly back in form. So that was good to point out. I also want to point out the performances of Rolly Baker. He was really good in the One Day Cup and the Provincial T20 Cup, which is why he is now in the test squad. He didn't play that well in the first class stuff, but I'm basing it off potential. If we go to his 3-day performances, he does average 16, which is the best of anybody in this squad. So he is 21, I think. So he's not going to play unless there's an injury or something. So he is there. Pinklet has also been good this season in the Provincial T20 Cup. So he's also in the test squad, and he's also in really good form. Aitken, the leg spinner that we picked up, he was good in the T20 performance. The first class stuff. He wasn't the best in the One Day Cup, but he was solid in the Provincial T20 Cup. So we've got him in the test squad. Should we get an absolute raging turner and we want to play 2 spinners, he's also here. I acknowledge he's not in the best of form, but he is here should we need him. And then I've got Tarbo Dawson in the squad. He's still averaging 75, even though he doesn't play for us anymore at the Mosswood Academy. He's still a member of MI Cape Town, so he is in and around the test squad as well. I'm also going to give a test debut to Okoro Sibona Kaliso. He got 2 ducks in the Provincial T20 Cup, but he also got an 82 in the finals, which was really clutch. And he's gotten 3 centuries since then as well. He's currently got a first class average of 143. Obviously only 2 innings there. But we're going to give him the gloves because Cyrus Williams is in terrible form. Just look at that. Not very good. So we're going to give him the gloves at least for this first test match. We'll see how he performs. And then Cyrus Williams might make an appearance a bit later on. But in terms of the actual squad itself, everything else remains unchanged. Haynes comes back in for Gibson Flair, who's now out of form. We did bowl him a little bit in the first class and one-day stuff, but he was not very good. Did okay in the one-day stuff, but he's suddenly not in very good form. So we're going to have him on the out for now. We'll bring him back in for the limited overs stuff for probably a Corey, who doesn't have the best limited overs record, although it is improving. So we'll go back to that first class match where all that crazy stuff happened. Let's see if I can find it. I think it would have been this one here, the innings and 502 run victory. Yes, this was the match here. So 3 for 786 from 144 overs. De Villiers 405 from 411. 59 fours and 8 sixes. Kurtzen got 75. Daniels got 142 with Sibona Kaliso getting 135 not out on debut. And then with the ball, we bowled them all out for 57. Border are just one of those teams that sort of really belong in Division 2, but we're in Division 1 this year. This is not Tarbo Dawson. I did check. 8 for 33, and then Rolly Baker 2 for 24. And then with the second innings, we did make them follow on. They were 1 for 119 at one stage, but that did become all out for 227 in what was, in the end, a very spin-friendly wicket. 7 spin wickets falling in the second innings. But in terms of everything else, that will actually get us to the end of the video, guys. A little bit of a shorter video today. But yes, we've got the India fixtures. We've got the 3 ODIs, the 3 tests, the 3 2020s. And then we've got 3 tests, sort of the same thing, but against Bangladesh. And that will bring us to the end of the season, which will be the next episode. So we'll do an end of season review, plus checking out what international fixtures we have for next year. So that will be the next video. So I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. I'm having a blast playing it. I'm still getting the same amount of views, I think, on these videos. So you guys seem to still be enjoying it at the time of recording, that is, of course. So how many videos have I uploaded at this point in time? I think I've uploaded 12. Let's have a look. I have uploaded 12, and this is episode 20, maybe 24 or 25, I don't know. So you guys still seem to be enjoying it, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't know when the stopping point will be, but we'll see how we go. But thank you for watching up until this point, guys. If you do enjoy the series, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Cricket Captain action. See ya!